Hi, this is Ms. Park. In a previous video, we learned about sets, and we wrote symbols such as element of and subset. And we also looked at how to represent sets in a Venn diagram. Subset, Venn diagrams, and I'll just take you one step further to some sets that we often encounter in math. The first one is the set of natural numbers, and we call it it's a capital N with a double bar. So this is called natural numbers. And these are the set of numbers that you learned to count with when you were a baby and they first taught you how to count. Starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. These are called the counting numbers. The next set is a capital W with a double bar, and those are whole numbers. And so that is the natural numbers with 0. So to remember, just remember whole has an O, so it includes a 0 and all the natural numbers. Notice how I'm writing them with the brace brackets. They're separated by comma, and dot, dot, dot just means follow the pattern. Go on forever, follow the pattern. The next one is called integers. Integers is a capital Z with a double bar, and that is all of the whole numbers, but also the negative whole numbers. So all the little ones up to then -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So follow the pattern on both sides. All right, the next one is a capital Q with a double bar, and these are called rational numbers. And rational numbers are numbers that can be written as a fraction. So it could be anything that can be written as A over B, fractions, where A and B are integers. So watch what I'm writing. A and B are elements of the integers. And you can never divide by 0. You can never have a denominator of 0, so it looks like this. So we say B can't be 0. So it's the set of anything that can be written as a fraction, as long as A and B are both integers, so positive or negative whole numbers, and you can never have a 0 in the denominator. So, for example, some examples of rational numbers could be a half, that's a fraction, 5/8, -5/8, 0.4, right, because that's just 4/10. What else? 1.63, because that's just 1 and 63 hundredths. Also, whole numbers are rational numbers, so like 5 is a rational number because it can be written as 5 over 1, and 5 is an integer. 0 is a rational number because it can be written as 0 over anything. -100 is rational number, and so on. And then that brings us to numbers that are irrational. And that's rational with a bar on top. And the bar means not rational. So the bar means not. So it's anything that is not in the set Q. Anything that's not in this set. So anything that can't be written as a fraction. So for example, pi. Pi can't be written as a fraction because it's got decimals that go on forever. The square root of a number that's like 3. So square root is a number that when you multiply it by itself, you get 3. There isn't a number that we can think of. So there's no whole number. But you can, but if you put it in the calculator, you'll get a big long decimal thing, but there's no repetition in the decimals, there's no pattern. So that makes it irrational, cannot be written as a fraction. And really square root of anything that's not a whole number is also irrational. And the real numbers is the last one, so that's a capital R with a bar. It's Q, it's all the ones that are Q or Q with the bar. It means any numbers that are rational or irrational. So it's pretty much any numbers you can think of. Okay, so in other words, I'm going to put here everything. I'm just going to put everything in quotation marks because it's not really everything. It's all the numbers that we're used to working with. There are other number sets that we don't learn in high school, but the real numbers will include all of these numbers. So hopefully you can start to see how, if we drew Venn diagrams for these, how the natural numbers are contained in the whole numbers, which is also contained in the integers, which is contained in the rational numbers. And then the irrational numbers are separate. And then the real numbers is everything. So let's do that real quick. So here you have the set of natural numbers. Natural numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are contained in the set of whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers. So anything that's in this area over here would be a whole number that's not a natural number. And the only whole number that's not a natural number is 0. So that section would contain 0. And the whole numbers are contained in the set of integers because they're positive and negative numbers. And the integers are contained in the set of, rational numbers because they can be written as a fraction where the top and bottom are integers. And here we have a set of irrational, so numbers that cannot be written as an integer. And so that set and the set of rationals will never intersect. There's nothing that can be written as an integer and can't be written as an integer, so they don't intersect. But everything is included in the set of real numbers. Okay, so thank you for watching this lesson on number sets. Practice and good luck.